In episode 2 of the Otherworld's books, Depends on the Bean Counter, you would think him saving him with that magic spell from the overdose would get him off of death's door. Psych! We back with magic sickness because he's an otherworlder, so he's never had magic before in his life, so his body's like, what the heck is this? But I love that the commander decides to have this serious conversation about his life on top of him in bed. Like, why? In this position have you decided to tell me about, hey, you almost died, bruh, from an overdose and I had to help you out. You could have done that on the side of the bed, but I'm not mad about it. Okay, so Commander, this is your fault. How are you going to tell him that he needs treatment but doesn't tell him what that treatment entails? I would be just like him. Yeah, thanks for saving my life, dude. Wait, where your clothes at? I do love that Say is like, oh, I can see where this is going. And he's just cool with it. He doesn't even say anything. But the thing he freaks out about, he's like, oh my God, I'm late for work. And with that, our commander is now pissed. So he decides to go to work. And that pisses him off even more because our maiden is a slacker. And she was talking all that ish last episode. Either way, she talking about lunch. And he's like, wait a minute. Did he go get lunch? Grab him, take him to the doctor. Figures out that he never got an examination to know that he had magic sickness or resistant to it because he doesn't have it in his world at all. Now, the maiden does because she's the one who's supposed to purify the miasma. And now we come to figure out, they're like, yeah, they're taking care of me, but they would rather me just die in a corner, which obvious. So after his checkup, the doctor states that he has a low tolerance to the magic cells in the air. So he needs to start eating regular meals instead of just goddamn vegetables that have low quantities of the magicules so that he can get that boost and recover normally. And though that means no tonics, and he is so distraught. The commander takes him to the cafeteria and says, you're gonna eat this, this, and this, and you're gonna like it. Eat it all. And he goes back to work thinking, wait, yes, I can't have the regular tonics, but what if I get a lower dosage? Maybe I can just do that instead. And the commander comes back in, what you thinking about? Aren't you supposed to be recovering? Why are you still at work? Do we need to do the deed again for you to get it? And he's like, maybe I can take the tonics. I'll have the backlash, but then I just need to convince him to do it with me again. And he's like, don't even think about it. But he does apologize to him for giving him hell. And he asks him over dinner, why do you go so far when you could have lived the lavish life? So Sai says it's like his self-pride and his identity to work that hard, but he promises, which is probably not going to happen from what I remember, he will keep his health up so that he can put his all into his work. Does this still piss the commander off? Yes, but my stupid behind when he's like, every time I see him, he pisses me off, and yet I was like, the pug good.